It's true, I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off. My ears, they were walking overtime. The floors, they're all creaky squeaky like no way I would have missed something walking by.
Hold it!
So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch? As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to your creaky floor. Plus, that Tomato makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jingle jangle. Jingle jangle? How does he do that? It's that staff always. That's what jingle jangles. What's he talking about, Apollo? Beats me, but I guess Tomato has a staff that makes noise. To think of it, didn't you have something like that too? Since it said Tomato holding a staff like an object that made a jangly sound. Justice. As if it says Tomato jingle jangles, consider that vital information. Extremely vital. Of course, it'd be added to his testimony. If Tomato was to pass by, his staff would have gone jingle jangle.
Objection!
Tomato's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm going to say that your story doesn't add up. Is there something the defense would like to share with the court? Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tomato on the day of the incident. Why then did you assume just now that Tomato would be holding a staff? You see, the Tomato Jinxie saw held a staff in his hand. And she described it sound just like you did, as a kind of jangly sound. Yeah, so he was holding a staff. What's your point?
Objection!
The point is that Tomato doesn't use a staff, not normally. What are you talking about? You see, this is the only known document depicting Tomato. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch? You're right, there's no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick. So the question is, why would no witness think Tomato uses a staff? I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level. Well, now, this is getting interesting. Alright, Mr. Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court what Mr. Filch believes Tomato carries a staff. Mr. Filch actually saw Tomato right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff. Busted again. Bloody hell. Dubious little... Yes, how'd that feel, Blackwell? That's the point of your receiving end of the blade, is it? Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Tomato that day, didn't you? Well, I'm begging you, please don't make me say it. But clearly you did see Tomato. Stop stalling and testify to that fact. No way, no how. I've got no idea how terrifying he can be. He? But still won't admit to seeing Tomato, even though everyone knows he did. The question now is why? Mr. Filch is scared to death. Is that why he can't admit the truth? Come to think of it. They say you must not gaze upon Tomato, but in the events that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tomato will claim your soul. Thinks he would admit to seeing Tomato after hearing about the village superstitions. Says if he told anyone that he had seen Tomato, he'd claim her soul. Wait, you think Filch believes that too? So Mr. Big Time City Slicker lawyer has heard about him? Some old village superstitions? Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about? The people of Ninetale believe some pretty strange things. and his superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Temachoro. Darn straight, that's right. It's all right here. Knowing the superstitions will cost you your soul. That's why it's 6 and 9 7 I kept talking about seeing Temachoro. That clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tenmachoro costume. They knew that way no one could talk about him, so it was as if he never existed. And the fan told that this Tenmachoro impersonator is the real killer. What?
Objection!
Superstitions, he said. What kind of a fool has to believe such rubbish? Necessary for integrity to expose the culprit. He needs to come up with a more rational common sense explanation than that.
Objection!
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Objection!
I would have never cell as motivated to dog sleep last night. There's no lack of superstition in the clinic, but few are those who truly believe.
Objection!
Well, the village superstitions are real enough so that people find Tailvane. I think that superstition might even make you a believer. What do I say? Full of a tanuki. Too terrified to realize I've cost me. Sorry, I'm not to do it again. Taka, have at him. He's gonna eat me alive. That's my house. He took off. Bailiff, what are you waiting for? After him, and with the fastest men. That's certainly not something you see every day. Well, it seems a new and important fact has come to light. The third party disguised as the yokai Tenmachoro is at the scene. Two witnesses who can attest to that fact. And the objections Prosecutor Blackwell. Oh. Huh? The shackles. I'm too young to die. Justice done. I've been since I forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers. Detective, do something! The full point is here! When you're going to get stuck, the champion of justice gets going!
Objection!
Get going already before he kills us! Oh, but I said it all the time, it's not true! But it's a sense of justice that sets him free! Objection! I object to the Detective Fulbright's definition of justice!
Silence!
I'm in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards. Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, can I ask you to, you know... I think the judge forgot he's in charge here. So, Justice Jonas assesses this. Tomato is the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime. Why? And that yokai, or rather her, was impersonating him, killed Alderman Kubai.
Silence!
Can't explain why Jinxie being the first to discover the murder. Did not see a legend killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber? What? That's why I said nothing about Temperature being in the Fox Chamber. Let me enlighten you. The little scamp heard a dying scream right first he opened the chamber door. And your point is? Upon opening the doors, he found a freshly skewered murder victim, the alderman, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor. Now there must have been someone dressed as the Then, why does that little scamp claim not to have seen a yokai in the Fox Chamber? Considering her father's accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room. I don't understand. Why didn't you see Temperature inside the Fox Chamber? There is but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your yellow yokai at the scene of the crime. Final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive. Long as my blade thirsted for blood, at long last it shall be sated. Wait, this is still a trial, right? Sorry, what you're truly capable. Justice Dono. Very well then. Both parties, no doubt, need some time to regroup. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to... 3 minutes. I'm sorry, but a 3-minute recess? Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo. The loo? You mean the bathroom? Jeez, at least include enough time to wash our hands. See that you take no more than 3 minutes. Or latecomers will be punished. Yes, sir. I waited for a 3-minute recess before the battle begins. I declare Prosecutor Blackcrow the winner of this round of Simon Says. Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor is running the show, does it? Just out of his shackles. Yeah, what was that all about? Guess they don't make shackles like they used to. Be careful, Apollo. You really brought out the samurai in him. Especially after you proved there was a Temperature impersonator at the manor. What if that guy in the whole samurai act anyway? Let's find swordmanship. That is no real act. Mr. Justice, time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel. No? Wait, let's save the dueling until after we prove your innocence. I suppose we could wait till later. Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? Tina, I'm gonna go wash up. Remember that Blackcrow said, Apollo, don't be late. Now that I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tenma, maid at Kubai Manor. I believe we can proceed now, if the witness is ready, that is. Your prophet, leader of the 100 demons, it really does exist. Wow, that's one well polished try. The witness will show her face rather than court, or her testimony will be inadmissible. What is it, my child? Begone, Holion! Leader of the 100 demons! Oh, you think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as a judokai monster of sorts. The beast of the bar, the demon of due process, if you will. My charm has no effect. The demon of due process? That's I can see that one. Now you little scamp. Yes. I trust you know why you're here. Oh, that's Trisky Tanuki. Sorry, the noodle standing. Go enjoy a big bowl of tail noodles while you're at it. Everyone's a comedian. Oh, I mean, you're back. What's under your eyes? You must have trouble sleeping. Yeah, someone keep us the eye away. The yokai that washes his guy beans. Everything he washes your father's neck if I take his head clean off. And keeps people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. If you stick his thumb on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore. Is that so? Well, thank you. Looks like Prosecutor Blackwell got more than he bargained for. They're bad enough alone, but together those two are just plain creepy. Your testimony, if you please, Miss Temma. Specifically, whether or not you saw Temma Taro when you discovered the crime scene. Did I see Temma Taro in the Fox chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw, yes, now I remember. Yokai right there in that room. So there was a yokai at the scene of the crime? Lots of them. Wait, more than one yokai? Temachoro happens to be among them? I don't know. I just don't know. I know you were swimming in yokai. Casa, Nicosa, Cecile. They're all there. This is the unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai to a flood of them. This is Lewis stress. Yes. There's no little skimp's testimony.
Hold it!
Your Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear. But a quick therapy session should ease her mind. With the court's permission, of course. What a fabulous idea! Please proceed, Miss Sykes. So you know what you're doing, Athena? She's obviously not herself. The trauma of discovering that crime scene and fear of testifying have her dazed and confused. A regular ball of confusion. Right now, analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed? It makes no difference to me. Do as you will, but I doubt we shall get any variable testimony. Should be better served by bearing witness to sword skills I forged in a distant land. I'll show you. Did I see Premature in the Fox chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw. Yes, I remember. Yokai, why are you in that room? Found something. Looks like an out-of-control motion. Athena, what exactly are we looking at here? Oh, this is one of Witch's functions. Right here, you can see images and emotions derived from the witness's voice. Whoa, think that little thing can do all this? Critical. Yeah, I thought it was just some kid's toy. Fortunately, all I'm getting is an overflow arrow right now. See how sad is brightly red there at the bottom left? This is under uncontrollable amount of distress, which is masking other emotions. It seems the sheer Chelsea experience has made her a confused mess. So, others look as she thinks she saw productive rapid emotions. Yes, that's right. Fear has been stored in her hallucinations and false memories. She's seeing normal everyday objects as monsters in her mind. It's a form of schizophrenic hallucinations brought by emotional trauma. The trauma in this case is fear. So she was and still is seeing ordinary objects as yokai. I have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I can treat it. Now let's see. Oh, can you point out the yokai on the wheel file? She seems particularly terrified of that one. Stuff by probing it. Next point to what's causing his out of control motion. Finally, hit probe again to try and get to the heart of the matter. Okay, let's give this a try.
Got it!
Jinxie, what's the name for that yokai on a wheel of fire? It's Akasha. Okay, that steals the bodies of the recently deceased. I bet it came to steal the Aldermans. It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation. Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patient can't see things for what they are. There must be something at the scene of the crime that he's mistaken for Akasha. Apollo, you need to point out what she thought was a yokai on a wheel of fire. I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that wasn't Akasha you saw. You possibly mistaken this for Akasha?
Take that!
The light fixture? This one right here. It has a flame design and is up there on the ceiling. There was never a yokai on a wheel of fire. The Akasha you saw was just a light fixture. That's one memory back to normal. Nice job. Now that you've got the hang of it, it should be a clearance to point out the west. Jinxie, what about this white wall-looking monster? It's a wall monster that blocks the way or leads you astray. That's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen. And this raccoon dog isn't a yokai monster. It's just a statue of one. And look, these are those coffee cups. This right here is nothing more than a fox statue. I don't know what I was thinking. You did it, Apollo! Extreme fear is under control now. It was all just my eyes playing tricks on me. There weren't any yokai after all. See? A clear-cut statement. That's the power of my psychology and your institution, Apollo. And just like that we thought, there never really were any yokai in the Fox Chamber. Right. There never really were any yokai there. Certain events are certain, the exact opposite of the original assertion. Right. Jinxie, what about Temotoro? Wasn't anyone that was the best Temotoro or any other yokai either. I remember clearly now. You gotta be joking! Order in the court. I think we just dug our own grave. Allow me to push you on in. It's the least I could do. Apollo, can I interrupt your freak out for just a minute? I'm still picking up some noise. It's unexpected emotion. Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet? Exactly. We should be able to get something else out of her. I'll enter the new information we have and run an update. Did I see Timoteo in the Fox chamber? I was so scared when I entered that room. My legs gave out and I fell on the floor.
Got it!
The amount of fear you felt is rather low despite your legs having given out from fright. Could something have lessened your fear? Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of chords at that moment. You did? Where did it come from? Let me think. Oh, it was Mama. I suddenly felt as if she was there with me. Okay, I'll enter a sudden burst of chords. Now let's see. Ah, look. Apollo, the noise is all gone. Jinxie seems to have remembered everything now. Some burst of chords. Now, where could that have come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of chords? Yes, there was. But, I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later. Any idea what could have given Jinxie that chords? But there was one piece of evidence that comes to mind. I wonder if she saw something like it at the scene of the crime. Jinxie, did your sudden burst of chords have anything to do with this?
Take that!
Jinxie, you didn't happen to see a nine-tailed flower there at the scene, did you? The demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you. I found a small case with a picture of a nine-tailed flower on it. I liked it so much I kept it. You what? You can't remove evidence from a crime scene. That's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no. Now, the witness will produce said evidence this instant. Sorry. It does seem to be some sort of case. Oh, look. Something stood out. It appears to be a key. Might I have a look at the ordinance? This is none other than the master key to Kabai Manor. Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackwell? It matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder. The master key that went missing? Why do I like the sound of that? I'm gonna skip this, stumble upon an article of unimaginable consequences. That's a little melodramatic, don't you think? These words, for I shall say them but once. The sole piece of fox chamber had been this little skimp's constant possession. There it goes. He was the sole person who could use it before, during, and after the murder. This used the master key as the only other key that could have opened the chamber. This master key was found in a room that had been locked by this guard. And your point is? Said Jinxie Temple opened the fox chamber with her key. The room had been locked tight from the outside wall. There was no one else in there save the victim and his killer. I trust you have figured it out for yourself by now. The killer of the Mantemba himself would be utterly inconceivable. could this happen? The defense's assistant will refrain from growling her frustration. Athena, are you alright? I know Mr. was innocent, but there's nothing we can do. This sucks. Sucks, don't. Allow me to put you out of your misery. Can I decline your offer? I bet your client and your misplaced faith in him. Let the relief of a clear head and a clean conscience come washing in. This would make the terrible guilty verdicts far easier to accept. Wait, and he's playing Simon Says with us. Well, he's not going to fool us with his stupid mind games. Athena, don't fall for his tricks. Now I'm the one who's dazed and confused. I can't even think straight. Hey, are you alright? This fell right into his trap. Now I suggest you make a mad dash from the courtroom into the wire blue yonder. Only by washing shall your mind be cleared and your conscience cleansed. Alright,
Objection!
Stay with me, Athena. Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai. Apollo. Mr. Justice, I heard the word objection, but what is it you object to? Huh? Oh, wait. That objection was more of a reflex than anything else. I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop Athena. The court is waiting, Mr. Justice. Though as it stands now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal seal suspect if this is it. Now, do you have anything that could overturn the prosecution's case? Well, actually, I do! I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. Apollo, you have something more than your cords of steel, don't you? Really? Well, we'll be fine. But I'm absolutely nothing. That's never stopped me before. I have to explain how the real killer could have escaped that locked room. Because it's all over if I don't. Apollo, this calls for a new approach. Let's think outside the box. In this case, inside the box. And really dozy that locked room is, too. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have anything that can counter the prosecution's argument? You bet I do! The real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't want you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono. Time to do or die, literally. The defense will now explain how it would be possible to escape to the locked room. You sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened? I'm fine! We just need to think this whole escape or locked room thing over from the beginning. So, let's see. If the killer had escaped, how could they have done so? Choices are pretty limited. The room has a window, but it doesn't open wide enough for anyone to get through, and there's a sheer cliff outside. As for the air vent, it's up too high, and there's nothing you can stand on to reach it. Needless to say, the forbidden chamber wouldn't open no matter what we did, so that's out. Yeah, that's why we gotta keep this solution simple, like they say, simple is best. We need to rule out all the absolutely impossible escape routes. Whatever's left just might lead us to how the Fox Chamber was compromised. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the killer escaped through here.
Take that!
The hallway door? Well, yes, I suppose that would be the only way out. I feel you already forgotten. Only there stable key until Jinx and Tema came on scene was within that locked room. I would want to exit the Fox chamber, then lock it without a key. I should have seen this coming. Remember, Apollo, keep it simple. Simple. White. I can understand if the killer had exited the room with the key, but... Oh, Mr. Justice. The prosecution has some fines after me still waiting unless you explain yourself quickly. I'm fine. I can explain myself. The reason the Fox Chamber's hallway door was locked was because... What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, the killer took the key through the hallway door and then... Consider this. The master key was found inside the tightly locked Fox chamber. And it's just that the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of fact. Entering the room before locking the door would require taking the key outside. But the key was found inside the room, which does seem like a contradiction. Wonder we could explain both. Like how the key could be inside the room and be used to lock the door from outside. Let's see if the defense can respond before Prosecutor Blackwood draws his sword. How could the master key get the quenching despite being locked tight? What if someone threw it into the room from outside? You know, something like go out the hallway door, lock the room, and then toss the key back in through the window. That explain how the master key could be inside the locked room. And where would we throw it from? There's a cliff outside the Fox chamber window. Throwing the key in from there is an impossibility. Oh, right. I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than the window. Somewhere other than the window. The key had been tossed in through somewhere other than the window?
Take that!
The air vent. Yes! The window may be out of the question, but the air vent's not. Oh, that's right. The Fox chamber's air duct leads out into the hallway. That's right. The real killer entered the air duct from the vent outside the Fox chamber. Then dropped the key into the room through the air vent inside the chamber. Preposterous. Ooh, I couldn't tell the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly. Mr. Justice. I'm afraid I'm confused. Don't worry. I'll explain it so even your honor can understand. First, the real killer disguised as Cemetery murdered the alderman in the Fox chamber. Then they fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air duct from the vent outside in the hallway. Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling there. All that's left to do after that was go back through the duct and through the manor. Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer? Amazing! Even I could follow that. The judge seems really pleased. That explains everything. The real killer was someone dressed up like Temachoro. And there was someone else other than the mayor and the alderman in that room. Hey, I think that lawyer has been in jail for prosecutor. Oh, that was a total turnabout. That's a lawyer who seems so much more attractive now. Order, I say. And I've proven a possible third party. I don't see how our client could be guilty.
Silence!
A valiant effort, Justice Dono, but your final thrust missed its mark. Huh? There's that little scamp in the frisky Chinaka I saw the yokai after I left the room. But that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer and walks right out the front door. That's exactly what happened. They were fled from the That's impossible without being spotted by the foyer security camera, that is. Reluctant eye here will capture any because the little yokai trying to escape. However, there was no sign of Temachoro anywhere in the security footage. What? Safe for the foil entrance. There's no other way to flee the manor, is there? I don't feel so good.
Hold it!
Wait, I believe there is one other way to escape besides the foil entrance. There's a large window in the foyer. It's possible to escape through there without being seen by the security camera. Hey, you're right.
Silence!
Must I point out a crucial detail to the defense? It seems you have only brains, but investigative prowess to boot. That is the cliff side of the manor. The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one. No! Wait, so the killer did escape out the foil window? What the heck? Why? I suppose the next proposes the killer spread out wings and flew out into the sunset. That would mean the killer really was a yokai. If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to a flying killer. You're saying we don't? As completely far-fetched as it might be. What? You're saying you can prove the killer could fly? Whoa, I thought I was the one with the cords of steel. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. Your Honor? What evidence do you have that the killer flew away?
Take that!
Take a look at this special edition paper. Temachoro, wheel or flight of fancy. What does this article prove, Mr. Justice? The photo of that article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in that photo is the killer shortly after they fled out the window? Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting... Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it all adds up. The killer disguised as Temachoro flew away, you know, by some way or another.
Silence!
It is your brain that has flown the coop. That image is not trick photography or some other form of artifice. Okay, then how about the Temachoro figure Mr. Filch saw? It just vanished into thin air? No, there was a rational common sense explanation for that. That's in front of yokai a trickery tokai witness ever reached the entrance. He, or should I say she, turned back for the camera's electric eye. She? I don't like where this is going one bit. Now, the fact that we know the yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tema or his daughter Jinxie Tema. However, we know that Mayor Tema was already unconscious at that time. Not good at all. You understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono. The falsified yokai remnants. And the appearance of Temachoro were the work of one individual. And that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma. Oh, no! Order. The defense will stop competing for the greatest freakout ever. The little scamp was no doubt simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade. Prosecutor Blackhurst's assertion makes perfect sense to me. It's far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by flying out the window. Did you truly believe this could end any other way? Did we fall right into his trap? What do we do now, Apollo? Okay, she no longer stands without a real yokai. If only we had one. Bailiff, seize her. It's time I interrogated her as the samurai of Yule would. Hold it! Leo Tenma? This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of a cover-up most foul? Tematoro's true identity is... Now, Mr. Mayor, it would be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you had been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull. Slipping into a yokai costume and roaming around the manor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution will be willing to overlook her little yokai farce. Confess? The defendant intends to confess? Wait. Apollo, Prosecutor Blackwell is up to his mind games again. Tenma, no! Don't fall for his twisted words. If you're sent away for murder, Dixie will be left all alone. Tenma's going to confess unless we do something. But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away. Look upon me in despair, for ripe is the time for my return. Uh-oh, I should watch what I wish for. Foolish mortals. I am Tematoro, the yokai you seek. Mayor Tenma? Silence. I am Tematoro, free from the bonds binding me to the forbidden chamber. Behold the return of the Demon King. What the? Demon King? Well then, I think it's time for me to take a vacation! The witness will, he will explain himself. Are you saying you're Tematoro, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time? Indeed, it is I, Tematoro, the one whom you seek, come to reveal the truth. This child is Tematoro, you say? What nonsense! So, Mayor Tenma is a yokai now. His body is now mine. So you're saying that Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you? And that you're the yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Fitz saw? And the one captured in the newspaper photo? Those were all you? Powerful's warning, some prevents me from revealing my true form. The boldness! Should this not be interpreted as an admission of guilt? Confessing by a yokai would be quite unpresented. Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned. Huh? What? You claim the yokai that let us campsite was some third party, the true killer. The one who escaped from the locked Fox chamber. But it was the accused all along. Iraq, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be real in a manner of speaking. For the alderman's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma. And the yokai at the scene, that too was Mayor Tenma, should I say. A dear Tematoro. The piece that will fall into place. How so, Prosecutor Blackwell? Seemed like to spell out all out. Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the Fox chamber, which was locked at the time. He then removed the wooden tongues from the forbidden chamber's door. But then fell unconscious from the blow the alderman had delivered to his head. That's when his daughter Jinxie Tenma stumbled on the scene of the crime. The scamp fled in terror upon the spear of Tematoro. Freed at last with the tongue's warding effect, possession of the mayor. The newly freed Tematoro then fled from the Fox chamber. So you see, the yokai Dixie Temaso was so further possessed by Temachoro.
Objection!
But when we arrived at the scene, the man was found unconscious. Is that possible if he was supposed to have flown out the foyer window? Then what? You would say the maid of Kubai managing Temaso was Temachoro? Hold it! Ka ka ka! That too is easily explained. Clearly not for a time being, but my swimming time made for the forbidden chamber. Whereas exhaustion took me unawares in the fox chamber and I knew no more. It seemed the pieces are still in place. Is Blackwell up to his tricks again? I don't know what to say. Is the defendant a real lie? Something about my temper is true. I knew you guys were real. And even if you kill the other people, so you can release Temachoro. Order. He's got everyone in the cold believing in yokai. Like Simon says, on steroids. He wants to convict our client any way he can, even if he means blaming a yokai. The profile ducks are in a row. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty of baldness. This is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact. Can yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
Objection!
Matt Temmers is pretending to be Temachoro to protect his daughter. This already proves how a third-party could have escaped from the locked room. If I get this point, it would be premature. Since both sides have raised valid points, I have no choice but...
Silence!
This is the dark age of the law, where defense attorneys are not to be trusted. This is where the play to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight? Now, let the sun rise and the justice done.
Objection!
I won't fabricate any evidence.
Silence!
Then prove it by joining me. The night in the clink would so you will not succumb to temptation. How about I just promise not to succumb to anything? We have both evidence and a confession. The colors this yokai before us is beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all. What's wrong with him? Prosecutor Blackwell, you had enough of your hijinks. The foundation of justice is fair play, and you are in serious violation of that. What the devil was that? Why are you tampered with my chakras in some manner? It seems you found it quite shocking. It's my special jolt of justice device. Each press is a shocking reminder to behave. Shocking for this, I Simon Black. Your Honor, you need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackwell will remain on his best behavior. Get late with the royal sons. Won't read the talk there. Well, in that case, this concludes today's deliberations. The prosecution and defense will use this opportunity to further their investigations. This court is adjourned.